This video will show some things you can do indoors to work on your body turn as well as keeping the club on plane. The first one is a move that Faldo did, 100, 200 times a day throughout his career. Essentially, getting a shaft over your shoulders or over your chest, turning the shaft over your right foot, turning your left shoulder behind the yellow ball in this case, and then rotating through. Shows a proper shoulder tilt and through. Go again from a different angle or different perspective. So just, make a turn, actually hold it there, and then push off with the instep and rotate through. You can stop this at any point and see what's happening. See, I've got the left leg post coming up, and if it continued on, it'd be on my right toe. Then we go into this angle, and this is showing that we don't want our knees jetting out. We want our knees to go on the backswing towards the right knee, and then coming through the right knee chases the left knee. I'm showing you don't want your left knee jetting out towards the ball. You want it collapsing towards the other knee, retaining the spine angle. You can do this in the mirror. I'm giving you this angle again. From here, the things we want to look at the mirror. See, we've got a nice angle there, and a nice angle here. So you want the upper body, you want the head relatively stationary. It rotates, but it stays stationary. You don't want it swaying off. So you want your upper body leaning away from the target, and you want the right leg leaning towards the target. So that's the thing you want to print out and master in front of the mirror. And then we go through like this. Yeah. And on this angle, it's with a club. You can do this in front of a mirror, and I'll play it through, and then you can eventually just choke up in the club and do other things to do it inside without breaking a bunch of stuff. So let's play this thing through. Yeah, showing the club goes straight back to this point. You can just pose that in the mirror, and to this point you want to see everything's on plane, and it comes down on plane, clearing the hips. So you just mimic this motion, showing the proper shoulder tilt. Here's what I do is you can choke up and see you've got the plane. So you got the swing planes going on here. So you can just see that the club shaft rides up the swing plane and down the swing plane. We'll just play this thing through. Up the swing plane. I'm showing that it's actually putting some pressure on the oblique. You want to keep your left bicep connected to your left pec. Yeah, just comes through like that. Looks easy enough. You can also split your hands like this because you're right on plane. Shoulder tilt, perfect, up. Again, put pressure on the oblique, so you have to have oblique flexibility. So if you get to this point, if you're comfortable with this first turn, then I say the best drill going is, if you're comfortable with this shoulder tilt, then you write it down. There. Then you hold that. That'll stretch out the oblique better than any other exercise you can do, specifically for golf. These last two videos, one's using a heavy bar, and I'll just play this thing through. You can put it over your shoulders. Without a spine angle, you can just stand up and stabilize your back. You can stabilize your lower body. You can sit on a stool or a bench or something. Now you get in your position, your address position, and you rotate, and you kind of ratchet, perfect shoulder tilt. Make sure the knees are going towards each other. Then you can practice this oblique stretch. With a heavy bar, it really stretches you out. So if you're comfortable with being way bent over, then the normal position, you'll be way comfortable. You don't want to lose your spine angle on the backswing. A lot of times people relieve the pressure of the oblique by lifting out of it and losing the spine angle. So you don't want to sway off. What you want to do is just rotate around your spine and back. See? This is rotating around your spine. It's as if a post is going right up your spine. And the final video is, you can do this against a wall or a table or something to stabilize your upper body. So there's some moves that make really good sense for golf. This is kind of like the windshield wiper. Stabilize your upper body, and you just kick. So it helps the hip flexors and hip extenders, and also hip disassociation. You do it both sides, then you do this big kick thing. Then this is basically all hip flexors. You see baseball players doing this. It also helps hip disassociation. So you can stabilize your upper body, and then rotate your lower body, and that'll give you a better range of motion over time. But this is really a good exercise. Then you can also turn it around and stabilize your lower body against a wall or a bench or something. So this is all upper body. So those are good warm-up exercises and strengthening and flexibility. Golf specific